This is what defines a strong supe. THOR, Thor. This is an acronym which contains the characteristics that every strong supe should display. If not all, they should at least display 3.
Starting with T. Tank.
I'm not talking fish tank or war tank, but the ability to tank a hit, which can mean different things depending on the context. But at its core, it simply means to take almost any hit without or with minimal damage. For a supe to be considered one of the strongest, this is an ability they should have, since fighting in close proximity is something you have to do. You can't always avoid the hits from your opponent. Even famous boxers like Mike Tyson demonstrated the importance of tanking a hit. While Mike's fighting style was primarily centered around avoiding hits, he was able to take some massive blows. Pause. This translates to supers as well. We can observe this with super abled individuals like Sam, Homelander, and Soldier Boy, who are some hit gobblers, guzzling hits that would shatter other supers. Homelander, standing at the peak of superhuman capabilities, was able to eat multiple hits from Queen Maeve in the season 3 finale without sustaining initial damage, even after she pulled this legendary combo. He was still standing strong. Eventually she got around to giving him a nosebleed, but that was it. Sam also exhibits this trait, absolutely devouring Kimiko's punch like it's a pre-workout snack. I guess they did a good job calling him Sam because his jawline is stronger than Samson. You get it? Samson, the guy from the Bible. Oh, bro. Sam showed numerous feats of unfathomable durability, taking hits from Jordan Lee, Marie, and even Andre Anderson, while coming out unscathed by any attack thrown at him. The only thing we've seen that actually can incapacitate Sam is a high voltage of electricity or Kate's mind control, and that says a lot, just as much as it does for Soldier Boy, the first ever American super. Soldier Boy's durability is unmatched, since he endured torture from the Germans for decades, without them finding anything that can hurt him. In hand-to-hand combat, Soldier Boy is able to tank hits from Homelander on 2 separate occasions, in their first encounter at Herogasm and in the season 3 finale. He was also able to gobble up all of Billy's hits while he was on Temp V. Not to mention he took a blast from a supercharged Starlight, shoved it off and got back up. Soldier Boy's ability to take hits is unparalleled. One thing we know for sure is how incomparable his radiation blast is.
Which brings us to the letter H. Hacks.
Hacks is the signature power of a strong super. While analyzing supes, they all seem to have a power that makes them unique. The Deep can talk to sea creatures, Tech Knight has an amazing eye for holes, details, and Firecracker makes crackers. Even the most useless supes has that one thing that sets them apart from everyone else.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
But what separates the gimmicks from the hacks is the destruction capability. Every strong supe has a broken ability. Stormfront, Marie, and Golden Boy are some good examples of how powerful a super's hacks can be. Stormfront possesses super strength, super endurance, and super durability, but her hacks is plasma based, essentially electrokinesis. So far in the series, we haven't seen anyone else with her power set, and this gives Stormfront a lot of advantage in fights, since a lot of supes seem to be vulnerable to an excess amount of electricity, allowing her to easily incapacitate or stun any opponent she faces. A hack should also allow supers to widen the gap between them and their opponent in a fight if needs be. Marie's ability is an even better example of this. Having complete and total control over blood, Marie can make blood constructs, sense people by their blood, and control people by controlling the blood in their veins. This can be a great defensive move and an even better offensive move, especially if she learns how to use people like a puppet, similarly to what the bloodbenders in Avatar: The Last Airbender do. If she masters this, no opponent would be able to land a hit. However, Golden Boy's hack is even better suited for the offensive. Luke has pyrokinesis, being able to engulf his entire body into flames and shoot flames from the palm of his hands. Flames that burn so hot they look golden. Oh boy.
Say that again?
Fire itself is a very broken ability because once let loose, it destroys anything within its path. But Luke's power was also enhanced by blood transfusions from his brother Sam, which allowed him to become even stronger. It's even theorized that he was able to burn as hot as the surface of the sun, transforming Luke into a prodigy that was called the Homelander of the new generation. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see his full potential, but it's pretty obvious that Golden Boy was able to deliver the letter of her next acronym any opponent he faced.
O. go for Onslaught.
This refers to the overwhelming destructive attacks, which is usually paired with the resolve to inflict pain without remorse. Almost every supe has super strength, or they are at least stronger than the usual human. But to be a god tier supe, your attacks have to be fierce, overwhelming, and unrestrained, something another supe could not withstand. The strongest supes are monsters. They are the embodiment of Kobe Bryant's question.
Are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
They are able to unleash the onslaught due to their combination of all prior acronyms, paired with their unmatched strength, resilience, and training. Maeve can throw hands like her name is Gojo Satoru. Since she was the only supe we've actually seen train, Maeve actually has good hand-to-hand combat skills. Paired with her super strength, durability, and agility, she could easily wipe out an entire army and make quick work of other supes if needs be. Homelander creates havoc by just existing. His laser vision, strength, and unstable psyche makes Homelander a force to be reckoned with. He could easily kill numerous civilians and supers alike if he chose to, and his unmatched strength allows him to create chaos for supes on his level as well. For example, in the fight against Soldier Boy in the Herogasm episode, Homelander had the upper hand until Billy showed up, and even then he was no match for Goonlander's powers, and they had to triple gang him with the help of Huey just to restrain him, and that still wasn't enough because he was able to escape after the fact. But Sam's strength might even be greater than Homelander's. His attacks are raw, his strength is unmatched and unrestrained. While being locked up, Sam was able to escape his confinement and no guard could hold him back. He pummeled the large metal doors, and even when his brother Golden Boy tried to stop him, his attempt was futile because he threw Luke into a door like a ragdoll. Sam took on and killed numerous guards and made quick work of the entire team of supers in Gen V. I also believe that Mari's attacks are just as, if not even more destructive, but we haven't seen her utilize her powers to her full potential yet. We do know her full potential after seeing what she can do in the season finale of Gen V, blowing Kate's arm off, making an assault of blood knives, and also with discovering her most recent ability by exploding an entire living being. Marie is a very destructive and versatile supe, which brings us to the final letter.
R for range.
This refers to a super's ability to play in different roles and adjust to various situations. While some supers will thrive more in stealth and recon, some will thrive more in attack and assault. A strong supe should be versatile enough to fulfill each of these roles decently. With training, this is attainable by anyone. But some supers I think that would excel when it comes to versatility is Jordan Lee. Jordan's powers allows Shim to switch between genders, and each gender has their own ability. Strength and durability with the male side, while the female side has speed, agility, and energy projections. Jordan's range isn't seen that much throughout the show when it comes to stealth and recon because they've not yet been in a position for it to shine. We've seen them switch between their power types efficiently, creating openings and maximizing on these openings, giving them the advantage in almost any fight. But more importantly, this would give them the perfect range to also infiltrate enemy bases unnoticed. And we've also established that the untapped Bloodbender has great offensive capabilities, but her skill set would also be perfect for infiltrating and taking over an enemy's base once she masters puppeteering. Her abilities offers her a lot of range, being a good balance between offensive and defensive, making these the strongest supes in my opinion. But if you want to know more about the different levels of supe, click this video here.